What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Crystal K, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this delicious pan-seared salmon with mango salsa and coconut rice. Now, when I tell you that this joint slaps, like it slaps you all across your face because it's that good. Now, this is the most requested dish on my menu in the summertime, and in the wintertime I like to pair this with like avocado salsa. But either way, it slaps, alright? So let's just get right into the video. So we're going to start off with the mango salsa first. We want to let this marinate a little bit. So we're going to put in some mangoes, some red onions, some jalapeno, some red bell pepper. Then we're going to add in some cilantro, a little bit of salt. And then we're going to squeeze in some fresh lime juice. Now, all the measurements for this recipe will be in the description box, so make sure to check that out. And I've never been to the Caribbean before, but this dish is definitely screaming like Caribbean to me. Like, it's giving me like tropical AF, definitely. Then we're going to move on to our coconut rice. We're just going to add in some coconut milk, and then we're going to add in some water. Now, I use the same bowl as I did for the coconut milk. That's why my water looked a little bit cloudy. But then we're going to add in some sugar and some salt. Now, this rice is like a little bit sweet, so that's why we're adding in the sugar, you know. And then make sure you give this a taste, because once you put this rice in, it's like no going back. It's going to be hard to try to season it again. And then we're going to add in our washed rice. Make sure you wash your rice, get the starches out and stuff like that. And then give this a mix, and then we're going to let it come to a boil on medium heat. And then once it comes to a boil, we're going to turn the heat down to low and then cover it. And then to let it cook. How much rice is this? I think this is like 1 cup, right? So it's probably like 15 minutes, I'd say. And then once you see how it has like a little bit of milk on the side right there or whatever, you want that because you don't want this rice to burn. So when it gets like this, turn the heat off and like fluff it with a fork, and then we're just gonna cover it back and like let that sit for like 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, we're gonna go in with this sweetened shredded coconut, add that in, fluff it out again. Now this rice is not like gonna not stick together. It's a little bit sticky, so that's totally fine. If your rice comes out like that, it's coconut rice, totally fine. And then we're just gonna fluff this all together, and then we have our coconut rice. Now we're at my favorite part, which is the salmon, and it's pronounced salmon. So for anybody that puts the L in it, I'm trying to figure out where you went wrong in your life, because it's salmon, not salmon. All right? Okay. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. But anyway, we're gonna season this salmon. We're gonna do it with some kosher salt, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some black pepper, and some paprika. A little simple. Make sure that this fish is patted dry before you go ahead and season it. When I was in culinary school, I was taught clean dry board, clean dry fish, because you don't want the fish to be like super tough and mushy when you go to cook it. So make sure you just pat some of that excess, what is it on there? I don't know, salmon juice? Whatever. Just pat the fish dry, alright? And then we're going to rub the season in on both sides. Then in a saute pan, we're just going to heat it up with some olive oil. And then once that's heated up, we're going to drop in our salmon. If you want to do it on the skin side first, you can. If you want to do it on the non-skin side, it's totally fine. But I'm just going to drop this in, and then we're going to sear it on both sides for like 3 minutes. Then you want to get you this nice golden brown color, like you see that. Perfect. Like, apparently I make the best salmon anytime I make somebody salmon. So I'm just going to roll with that and say that I make the best salmon. So let's battle. Now we're going to take the salmon out and put it on a sheet tray lined with parchment paper, because we didn't cook it all the way on the stovetop. I don't like to cook it all the way on the stovetop because it gets like kind of dry, and nobody wants a dry salmon. So we're just going to put this in the oven on 350 for like 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how big your salmon is. And then we're done. Now it's time to plate, so I'm going to show you guys how I would plate this. Then we're going to add a cilantro on top and also add a wedge of lime on the side. Now if you have an edible flower, you could definitely add that, but I didn't have any on deck this day, so I had to go without it. But this picture I took of this mango salsa and the salmon outside like 2 years ago. Oh my god, it was so pretty. I'm going to insert the picture right here, but it was beautiful. Look at this. Tell me that's not pretty. Look at that with the edible flower. Like, come on. I really did my thing that day. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and trying out my recipes. Let me know down below in the comments if you tried this recipe and you like it, because this YouTube joint, it ain't no joke. Like, on the cooking aspect of it, like, it's not no joke. I feel like if I was a vlogger, it'd probably be a lot easier because I could like put out a new video like every 3 days. But with cooking, like, you know, you have to try the recipe and make sure that it's good, because I don't want to put out a recipe and then it's like, it's BS and you guys really make it. But props to all my full-time YouTubers out there. I really respect it because it's a lot. But make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, you know, share this video with a friend, follow your girl on the gram, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.